I should leave the United States. It is too expensive, it is too dangerous.
If our economy is doing so great, how come everyone is broke?
The wealthy are definitely undertaxed.
In the grocery store, at the gas pump, on the car lot, prices keep rising.
Literally, it feels like everything is going up besides our pay.
The American dream is pretty much dead. So it's not completely dead, but it is dead in the way that we knew it growing up. If you take the exact same steps that your parents did to try and achieve the American dream, you're probably not going to get there. The results are going to be very different. We're all familiar with the American dream, right? It's this idea that everyone is kind of on a level playing field. If you work really hard in America, you can come here and you can buy a house with a white picket fence and a car and 2 kids and maybe a TV. That was like the 1950s, 1960s version of the American dream. And it was very possible back then. On one income, people were able to buy a house and a car and have kids. And today, you simply could not do that.
You wanna look outside? Come here, look outside.
My life is very different than what I envisioned it would be.
What do you see?
Rachel Gambino and Garrett Mazzio followed the roadmap that previous generations said would spell success. Go to college, get married, work hard, buy a house, start a family.
This is the American dream, but at what cost? So we have all of those things and we appreciate every single one of those things, but we think about how we could lose those things very quickly. If one of us loses our job, we're in a not good place.
Do you describe yourself as middle class?
I like to think we are.
I would say lower middle class.
Why?
Because when I think of middle class, I think about people who are able to just get up and go and do things within their means and like not extravagant things, but be able to get up and go to dinner whenever they want, or maybe take that trip, that long weekend trip. We don't have that luxury.
Rachel works at a nonprofit, Garrett as an insurance underwriter, but their paychecks barely keep pace with their $3,400 monthly mortgage payment.
Ready?
Rachel's 26-year-old sister, Kristen, moved in to help offset costs for all of them. So all of this is affecting your family planning?
You know, once we started getting daycare costs, it was like, we cannot afford to have another child until he's in a public school system. I'd love for him to have like a partner in crime, but we can't afford to give him that for at least 4 years.
And is that sad?
Yeah, I'm sad. Like our family is dictated by our financials, and yeah, I just never thought it would be that way.
Growing up, I was sold the American dream. But after living in Indonesia for more than 40 years, I've actually found that the American dream is dead for me. I think it's only right that I should mention, well, a few things that I do miss from life in the US. You know, if I were talking to you when I'd only been here a few years, I might have had a list of several things that I missed from my life in the US. But now I can't even remember what those things might have been. And after 40 years here, I can really say that there are not many things I miss. One thing though is, I wish I could run to my favorite Mexican and Greek restaurants on a regular basis. I love Indonesian food, don't get me wrong. But every once in a while, I'd love to get some tacos and refried beans from De Campagna, or a plate of gyros at Greek islands. I've learned to cook some Mexican recipes. They taste okay, but they're never as good as they are in the States at a nice Mexican restaurant. Something else that I miss just a little bit is the weather. I've got gorgeous, colorful flowers in my front yard all year long. But every once in a while, I'd love to see some snow on the ground or trees changing into beautiful fall colors. But none of those things that I miss once in a while are enough to send me running back to the U.S. Life here is truly wonderful.